Driving Con here to speak about how to get your child into the specialized high schools. Here at Cons, we just wrapped up Diagnostic B. That means the second diagnostic of our 14-month cycle for all 7th graders. We're going to speak about how you students did in Diagnostic B, and then we're going to go right into some tips for improving your practice at home. Let's get to it. Let's keep in mind that our Diagnostic B took place on January 14th and 15th, MLK weekend. Prior to that, every single family here at Cons Tutorial, you should have attended the mandatory group parent-teacher conference on January 7th or January 8th. The week following the Diagnostic B, we had your individual parent-teacher conference. This is where you speak to your teacher, find out what you can do at home to improve, and find out what you can do in the classroom to participate more and ensure you keep up with our target scores for every single diagnostic that we have. So then we have the February coming up. In February, we know we're going to keep practicing some SHSAT. We're going to get those practice books for home and show up to class. For all of you who are already in our Friday and Sunday workshops, we're going to keep learning advanced material, and we're going to be doing the old diagnostic retakes, the original content from Cons Tutorial only. Let's see what March has in store for us. So by March, we are speaking about Diagnostic C. At this point, we are here for the third diagnostic of your program. You know our diagnostics have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, all the way to Diagnostic I/Diagnostic Review. We have the 9 original diagnostic exams here at Cons Tutorial, and that's only increasing. So once again, on March 4th and March 11th, we have your group parent conference for all of you parents at home, and on the 11th, we have Diagnostic C on March 11th and March 12th, Saturday and Sunday. So now let's give a big shout out to everyone who did well in Diagnostic A. We had the top scores from Sadid to Simra to Tamim to Tanvi. We had an 85, an 84, an 82, and 81. Congratulations to all of our high-scoring students. And now we got to take a look at what Diagnostic B meant. Diagnostic B, we have some newcomers. We have Sadid and Simra back at the top 5 with their 82s. We have 3 new students with top scores in Aliana, Ramia, Jiahui. So congratulations to Aliana, Ramia, and Jahi. Not only did they do well, but the rest of the program did well. This year, our jump from Diagnostic A to Diagnostic B was a tremendous jump, and we're really, really excited about that. But before we move on, we have to talk about Diagnostic C and our targets. Right now, our target score is a 64 to 65 for Diagnostic C. When you have a median of a 64 or 65, that means half the kids in the program are going to be doing above and scoring above a 64, and the other half might be still below a 64. So it's up to you to make sure that you show up and your hard work gets you into the top half of all classes here and results at Cons. Goals for Diagnostic B: when you go from Diagnostic A to B, we wanted to make sure all of you had at least an 8 to 12 point jump. So if you're already in the 55s and 65s, we know the cutoffs are at 70. You have to get a 75 or more to get into the specialized high schools through your practice at Cons, so keep practicing for Diagnostic C. So now how are we going to do that? We have to keep in mind what our end goals are. Our end goals are an 88% for Stuyvesant High School, a 83% for Bronx Science, a 78 for Brooklyn Tech or Brooklyn Latin. That means if you get above a 75 at Cons Tutorial, we're already speaking about an offer to a New York City specialized high school. And if you are above an 85 and 88, we're talking top 2, we're talking Stuyvesant High School, we're speaking about Bronx Science, we're speaking about all those AP classes, all those lifelong friendships, all those amazing faculty at the top high schools of New York City, Stuyvesant, Bronx Science, Brooklyn Tech, Brooklyn Latin, and all the new specialized high schools. Let's keep it moving. How much are you really practicing at home? Are you practicing 1 to 2 hours per day? Are you making sure to come home and relax from 3 to 5? Are you completing the Cons SHSAT practice work before your school homework? The most important thing is not to dedicate too much time getting distracted by the school homework, because you have to keep up your SHSAT practice work from an early point. And always remember to have a good night's rest. Get to bed before 10. I know a lot of you students and a lot of you parents out there are pulling your hair out. You're wondering, Why does my child go to sleep so late? It's really, really important we start changing those habits, and we've got to get into bed by 9:30 or 10 p.m. at the latest. All right, so some key tips. Always start with cons homework before the school homework. If you're able to use your best energy for specialized high school prep, you're going to be ahead of it. You're not going to push it off till the end. You're not going to be procrastinating. You're going to be well ahead of all of your competition during the exam. Furthermore, we want to start practicing 1 to 2 hours daily. That's it. From 5 o'clock to 6 p.m., 5 o'clock to 7 p.m., you got to be practicing 1 to 2 hours daily. You got the time sections, Dame time right here. For any Portland Trailblazer fans over here, it's Dame time. Then you got to review the class notes. We got to make sure we buy the book list. So we have to have every single thing work for us, and none of that can happen without your hard work, students. So now let's take a look at some of the books that we recommend. Not only do you get the full gamut and the full ensemble of all of our amazing content here at Cons from our own original content, but we're always happy to promote some great resources that may be in the community. Take a look. You want to maybe try the Kaplan SHSAT book or the McGraw-Hill book for January and February. You can always grab books from the Barron's books and some other great, terrific test resources out here. So now, keep in mind the SHSAT handbook is something that you can absolutely use as well. You can find the handbook online for all of us. It's on the DOE website, and every single year the handbook should be updated by the DOE. And even if it's just a small, minor, just changing the date, always look into the handbook just in case there's anything new. To all the students that are taking our program digitally, you know that you have access to GradeCam. GradeCam is a software that all students at Cons have access to. If your login code, check out your classwork, your homeworks, your diagnostic scores. And the best thing about GradeCam, parents can see your scores. Parents, you can see your child's score by just logging in, finding out how they're doing, and then seeing their progress. Just remember, for all of you students taking our program digitally, it's really, really important that you have your cameras on. Parents, you have to have your students with their cameras on at home, and we always want to make sure that you have full engagement between our live digital instructors, who are top-notch, some of the best in the country, with all of you students who are so proud to teach on your way to a specialized high school. So just a refresher course for some of the parents. Why are we even here? Why take the specialized high schools? It's a quality education at no cost. They're the best teachers in the world, lifelong friendships, opportunities, advanced placement classes, and you have access to some of the top college advisors in the world and college fairs, and there's so many resources that are always available for students at the specialized high schools. So Stuyvesant High School is a place where Cons Tutorials send more than 1,000 students to. Remember, we've had 4,450 students in the last 28 years, and we're really, really proud to have so many hundreds and dozens and hundreds of students get into Stuyvesant High School every single year from Cons, and it's in Lower Manhattan. All the trains go right to Battery Park City, where Stuyvesant High School is located. And remember, Cons Tutorials done partnerships with Stuyvesant High School. I've gone there myself and spoken to the faculty at Stuyvesant High School about the Bangladeshi culture and our community. We've had partnerships with Stuyvesant High Schools come to Cons Tutorial and had fantastic parent workshops for all of you parents at home. So if your child's coming from Cons on their way to Stuyvesant High School, you're in a familiar place, we're going to be working together a lot with Stuyvesant High School this upcoming year. So next up, the Bronx High School of Science. Quiz for you folks at home. Who has two thumbs and had the greatest academic experience at Bronx Science? This guy. So I'm a graduate of Bronx Science. It's one of the things, one of the most proudest academic achievements of my life. I had a chance to take 6 AP courses there. I had a chance to have some of the most amazing teachers, amazing friendships. I was on the track team there. I was able to get into medical school straight out of high school from Bronx Science. So I'm always grateful to the amazing college leaders at Bronx Science, Eleanor Kufos, who's a big leader there. There's a brand new Man Institute where we have state senators who showed up, who are Bronx Science graduates, and it was a wonderful, wonderful experience where we had Bronx Science in the house with their new Man Institute. Finally, Brooklyn Tech. We could not leave the country's largest magnet school out of the conversation. The most amazing thing about Brooklyn Tech, besides their majors, their AP courses, their administration, their principal, are the students and the memories. I mean, Brooklyn Tech has so many opportunities for so many kids, from the majors to the after-school clubs to the friendships and the people. It's whenever you're anywhere in the country and you're in an important place, you'll always find a graduate of Brooklyn Tech. So just remember, the new specialized high schools are 5 new specialized high schools located around CUNY campuses around New York City. It's really, really critical that you do the proper research, visit these schools, and see what works for you. So parents, as you know, the SHSAT structure, we're going to go through this time. It's a 3-hour exam, 114 questions, half of it's ELA, half of it's math. We always recommend you parents have our students doing the ELA first, then the math section second. So once again, the diagnostic trends, the cutoffs. If you're trying to go to Stuyvesant High School, we got to get those 88s. If you're trying to go to Bronx Science, we got to get those 83s. Trying to go to Brooklyn Tech or Brooklyn Latin, let's hit the 75, 78 mark, and now we're talking specialized high school offers. Some final tips, just keep in mind, we have workshops that happen on Fridays and Sundays. It's been a free promotion for all of us at Cons Tutorial for free Friday workshops or Sunday workshops now. So now students can show up twice a week at Cons Tutorial. So just keep in mind, at Cons, we're a very well-known organization. We've been around for 30 years. So quite often, families are referring other families. My own children come to Cons, our neighbors attend Cons, and oftentimes my nieces and nephews, they've attended Cons. So whenever you have a referral, be sure to use it. Be sure to let your family, friends and family know. And you save $100, and so do they upon enrollment. And keep in mind, we still have the free promotion going on. They were in the final weekend stretch of the free Friday and Sunday workshops. It's really, really important. Diagnostic retakes, and you get to show up to class twice a week, not just 1 day a week. And keep in mind, we have 3 packages for the specialized high schools. Your standard package is 1 day a week. You have your deluxe package, which is 2 days a week. And you have your platinum package, which is up to 5 days a week in the summer. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated. So we're always going to make sure to put a little bit of it every single day. Straight from Atomic Habits, every single day, a little bit of an improvement can lead to some amazing changes before you know it. This has been Dr. Ivan Kahn, CEO of Cons Tutorial. We can't wait to see all of you get into a specialized high school, hopefully with our team at Cons Tutorial. Can't wait to see you all back here. Have a great day and best of luck to you all. Pay it forward.